Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Right to the air is Rodgers. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 60 yards. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Rodgers now to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 48 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Escapes the sack. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion right is Wilson. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Hand off to start the drive, but this is going to wind up being a reverse. And that won't work out for big yardage, but a decent gain there on the trickeration. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? To throw is Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 75 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. As they've got it as we resume action. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Rodgers now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This one deep for Wilson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. Moving inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if... And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier Howard. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think